Let's insurance together.
At Moser Motors, we got you covered. From plug-in hybrids to full electric vehicles.
From small trucks to the F-150, all the way up to Super Duties, Moser Motors has got you covered.
From small SUVs to mid-size SUVs, up to large SUVs, Moser Motors has you covered.
And be sure to come in and check out our lineup of Lincolns.
Heavy-duty mechanics trucks with welders, air compressors, and cranes. Dump trucks in every size. You need to move a couple thousand gallons of water? We got the truck. Full commercial shop for your heavy truck service needs. When you think about it, Moser Ford has a vehicle for almost every single application.
Sharing happiness, displaying confidence, and promoting health. Your smile does a lot for you.
And at Riverstone Dental, we make smiles happen.
Across 2 locations at Riverstone Dental, our compassionate dentists and caring staff provides unparalleled care to patients of all ages. Using the latest technology and procedures, we offer an extensive list of general dentistry services. Whether you're stopping in for your routine cleaning and checkup, or you need restorative care, including implants, crowns, bridges, and more, we'll provide quick, comfortable care. Additionally, we perform orthodontic procedures as well. With traditional metal braces or the convenient Invisalign system, we can help you perfect your beautiful smile. Riverstone Dental. We make smiles happen.
Rooted in the community and backed by extensive experience, Adams Health is here to diagnose the most complex conditions with care and compassion. We offer specialty care in women's health, orthopedics, sports medicine, urology, gastroenterology, pulmonology, neurology, and more. With multiple locations in Adams County, you'll get the care you need close to home. We see new patients quickly because your health shouldn't have to wait. Visit adamshospital.org to schedule today. Your health is our priority.
We are live here at Bluffton High School here on Witness Media. All the jitters are flowing through the veins of both of these teams and probably the broadcast booth up here. Ryan Walker alongside my partner here, Brandon Lockwood. We got Jonah Geisel to my left, Gary Hendershot on the camera today. The A-list team, as some people are referring us to that. We've got Bluffton and Shenandoah, week 1 of the football season. Brandon, first and foremost, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Ready for some football.
Yeah.
No better feeling than week 1. You've been waiting all season. I was talking to Eli Kerner, who's a senior, and I said, man, waiting all day for this. And he's like, I've been waiting, whatever it was, 291 days for this. And I'm like, okay, if you've got jitters for that long, I think you got some issues. And, of course, he said, no. Today is the real day. Today is the real day where the Tigers will suit up here at home. Shenandoah last year was 6-4, one of those losses. They'll try to avenge it and get revenge on Ethan Ribich's right leg. The freshman had a game-winning field goal last year. The Tigers had 2 losses last year, both to the same team in Adams Central. Looking for a big win here tonight and another great season under now the 10th year head coach, Brent Kunkel. But Brandon, I wanted to ask you, you've played on this field before, you've played on a college field before. There's about 23 minutes left to go when you're waiting all year for this and all day for Friday night. It's not 7 a.m. where you can get up and you're ready to play. You got to wait all day for it. What's going through your mind right now in the locker room as things are about to commence on the football field?
Yeah, you're sitting in school. You know, some may be good students, but some may not. You're thinking about football, maybe watching a little film during class, going behind teacher's back.
And this, not you,
no,
right?
No, of course, no. I was a high honor roll student, man.
Yes, there you go.
But maybe sneak in a little bit. But, yeah, you're just excited. You're chomping at the bit. You're ready to go. It's first game, home game.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Beautiful weather out. And you get to play opponent you only played once, in the last, if ever, So,
and a great game last year, too.
Yeah, very great. Me and Michael were there last year. Great game. Great people down there. Their hospitality was great, and we're hoping for same thing tonight.
Yeah. Last year, we want to talk about a lot of what to expect with these two teams, but I can't just dismiss what happened last year in this game. Though the teams are different this year, it was Ethan Ribich on his leg that won the game on a 29-yard field goal. That was with 19 seconds to go. And the Tigers won on opening week against a Shenandoah team that not a lot of people in the Bluffton area knew, and not a lot of Shenandoah people knew about Bluffton coming into it. All you knew is that there's some pretty good 2A ball clubs here, and what a perfect way to begin the season. You kind of have a good opponent. It wasn't a blowout by any means. You can see really what you got for a full action of football throughout the whole game. So that was a great matchup, but you got to think Shenandoah, the guys that were there last year, are ready to try to spoil week one as the Tigers did last year. What is that? I'm going to ask you a lot of former player questions here. Is that kind of, would that be in their mind, do you think, in their half Michigan, half Steeler helmets?
Oh, for sure. I mean, that you have a freshman kicker come in, first game, just comes in, kicks a freaking thriller of a kick, to win the game. I mean, that takes some guts, and I think, they're looking for Bluffton to not do the same from last year.
Yeah. They don't want to. They want to see a game-winning touchdown if it comes down to that, or a field goal on their end this time around. As I said last year, 6-4 for Shenandoah. We'll get to both of these teams here. We'll start with the Raiders. Head coach Scott Widener, he comes back. This is, by the way, all courtesy of the Courier-Times from Peyton Crevens. This is his 12th year, but he hasn't coached since 2016. He was a coach from 2008 to 2016. Comes back to Shenandoah to replace a good 5-year stint from Jake Stillwell. He's the winningest coach in Shenandoah history, so a lot of familiarity with this program, but they do lose a ton. They lost their quarterback and defensive star, Jarrett Hellman, from last year. 4 of their 5 leading receivers from last year, and really there's only a couple of guys that you could really look at on this roster and say they're coming back with a lot of experience. So Shenandoah, this is kind of a brand new unit. They weren't really sure who was going to quarterback this team for the longest time. Obviously, you have a better idea now who that's going to be, and we'll see who that is when kickoff starts and the offenses roll out onto the field. But that's an advantage that Bluffton has with all of its returning starters except for on defense, which we'll touch up on that a little bit. Brandon, were you a part of some teams that lost a lot, and how different does that look in the offseason where you don't have a lot of those leaders coming back and now new people have to lead the team?
Yeah, great example of that is my sophomore year going into my junior year. We had guys like Dwayne Eskridge, Grant Pribble played in the summer, but Garrett Walborn, some other guys that have been in the program, seen the ups and downs of it, through the Colquhoun era, then into the Hudgens era, and then finally Conkle era here, started my senior year. But, yeah, it was tough. It was, for me and some other guys in my class, some of the grade above, really had to step up and take care of business and try to lead the team to what it is now, to the program what it is now.
Yeah, it's an important rebuild process, and Bluffton's going to be kind of a difficult opponent for the Raiders here today. So looking forward to seeing how they can do things. Now, the one returner that they do have is Cash Cowley, and he has been cashing in a lot of yards to the bank and touchdowns. He was an 1,000-yard rusher last year. He was a good pass catcher in the passing game as well. 13 touchdowns. He didn't show as much against Bluffton last year, just 6 for 55 and a touchdown, so still very effective, but also a leader on the defensive side of the ball as well. They return Drake Masters as well, Aaron Murray, Brendan Pruitt as well, and Landon McDuffie. Just to highlight some of those players, most of them are two-way guys as well, so you see them on both sides of the field. But the biggest difference this year for Shenandoah is that they're switching conferences from the MEC to the, where is it at here? I'm sorry. It's the ECC, I believe it is, the Eastern Crossroads Conference. So now they're going to be playing some conference games as they haven't been in the past. They took Eastern Hancock with them from the MEC, and they'll join LaPel, Newcastle, Northeastern, teams like that. And they'll be playing a conference schedule this year, which is such a huge deal for them. You get some guaranteed games on the schedule. You don't have to go up to Bluffton, 3-4 times a year and try to find different opponents. That can be a pretty big headache on the football side of things when you're trying to find opponents. Now let's talk a little bit about the Bluffton Tigers. The Tigers head into 3A for the first time in school history, and they're under head coach Brent Kunkel in his 10th season with the club. He is 64-36, and I would also like to point out, with me here in Bluffton, he has a 702 winning percentage and just a 580 without me. So I just have to
You're the good luck
have to float the boat a little bit there. No, but Coach Kunkel, he has built this program into year in and year out being a sectional contender, being a conference contender, and winning a ton of games over the last 5 years. It's been really impressive to see what he's done. And a lot of that success lately has been coming from a couple of the returners on this team, senior leaders, Axton Best and Cooper Craig. Best throws, of course, a really good ball. He rushes the ball well, one of the team's leading rushers last year, and we saw at times he was the leading rusher in some of the games. A lot of touchdowns from him, not necessarily on the defensive side of the ball like his counterpart, Cooper Craig, who is a running back for the program, catches passes, return kicks, return punts, and is a stud defensive player too. That's a 1-2 punch that I would love to roll in the season with, Brandon.
Yeah, those two have been very dynamic. I got some stats here on Axton and Cooper.
Yeah.
So Axton was 135 for 182 passing last year. It's 74.2% passing percentage. Yeah. 1,751 yards, and he had 23 passing touchdowns last year. Cooper Craig, 88 carries for 787 yards with 12 rushing touchdowns. That's 8.9 yards per carry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those two just lit up the scoreboard for the Tigers last year.
Yeah.
Scoring 407 points last season.
Incredible.
37 points per game last year.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Coach Kunkel's offense has just been rolling. You can tell he's an offensive guy. He is so glued into every single play on both sides of the ball, but on the offense particularly as well, and he's got quite the arsenal of players. And this is something that cannot be dismissed. The entire offensive line is returning from left to right. Connor Landis, Austin Bennett, Zane Betts, Grayson Crowder, and Wyatt Holmes. I mean, talk about a stud group of offensive linemen coming back. That certainly helps. The defensive side, you have a couple returning seniors that are going to help out this exodus of 9 starters or 9 players with big experience, but the secondary is beat up. We got 4 new starters in the secondary. How much communication, leadership in the defensive backfield is there throughout a game?
Oh, there's tons. Your safeties getting the call. Usually, you got your linebacker getting the call for the front, and then you got your safety, whoever's on that near side, giving it to the corners and the other safety. So there's got to be a lot of communication from sideline to actual player, then amongst the players. So, yeah, it can get confusing. It can get, so, there's a lot of communication, especially on the back front, especially with the new 4. I mean, they got to be talking the whole game to each other the whole game.
Not a very, very limited experience in the defensive backfield for the Tigers, but they'll roll with Stoller, Gerber, White, and Barnes. A lot of athletes as well in there. We're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the pregame here. Bluffton and Shenandoah about to kick off in 15 minutes here on Witness Media.
Do you know all of the services provided at Decatur Hardware and Rental? We're a U-Haul dealer. We fill grill tanks, test pool water, custom mix paint, cut keys, ship UPS packages, cut glass, rent tents, tables, and chairs, a trencher, skid loader, tractor, sod cutter, scaffolding, and so many more items. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, or paint. Decatur Hardware and Rental can make your project much easier to complete. Decatur Hardware and Rental across from the Bungie plant. Do it best.
For over 70 years, Bixler Insurance has provided financial protection for our communities.
We will protect your auto, home, farm, and business of any size.
We can protect your family with a life insurance policy and help navigate your health insurance options, including Medicare and marketplace products.
The world of insurance definitely has its ups and downs.
But as an independent agency, we have strong relationships with several companies to meet your specific needs.
Stop by or call us in Berne, Geneva, Decatur, Portland, or Woodburn.
Are you looking for a place where Christian values meets compassionate care? Christian Care Retirement Community has an independent living, assisted living, specialized memory care, and their new short-term rehabilitation program designed for the best in recovery. The mission of Christian Care is enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate service, rooted in faith, guided by love, and dedicated to respect and stewardship. Join them in the experience to support community where Christian values shine through. Christian Care Retirement Community, where faith and care come together.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also a double-pane window that apparently weighs 800 pounds owner. An inconveniently located electrical outlet owner. And a kitchen floor made for triple axles owner. Fortunately, you're also an American Standard owner, which means you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going, no matter what happens. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Or American Standard dealer, Don Myers, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Apartment living at its best with an exceptional location and affordable living. Located on 000 Road in Berne, Eastview Apartments are currently offering spacious 2-bedroom apartment homes with full-size washer, dryer, range, refrigerator, dishwasher, disposal, free maintenance, private entrances, balcony or patio, and much more. Please call 260-589-8602 for further information. We know you will be proud to call Eastview Apartments your home.
Where you're going and how you get there matters. Along the way, the right financial guidance can make all the difference. That's why there's Everence. Together, charting your path with a full range of caring financial services. For starting out, growing your future, caring for loved ones, and sharing with others. In a life of faith and impact, it's your financial journey. Let's go. Visit us at everence.com/burn.
Do you have sports injuries, knee pain, shoulder pain, headaches, arthritis pain, or just want to maintain a healthy lifestyle? Reynolds Chiropractic is the answer. Dr. Jade utilizes gentle, low-force, instrument-assisted, and hands-on adjusting. Dr. Jade treats patients of all ages, from birth to the very mature. Dr. Jade will help your injuries heal faster and help you live a more active and pain-free life. They offer BioFreeze, Sombra, pillows, back braces, and orthomolecular supplements. Dr. Jade is currently accepting new patients, so make your appointment today and visit Reynolds Chiropractic, where patient comfort and care are our first priority.
We are Best One.
The best tires. The best customer service.
Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Visit our store or bestoneofmonroe.com to shop tires, request an appointment, and more. See these? See us at Best One of Monroe. Selling tires, serving people.
At First Bank of Berne, we believe strong local communities are good for everyone. It's why we invest in the lives and dreams of the people, businesses, and farmers in our hometowns. When you bank locally, our communities prosper because money is deposited, invested, and spent locally. At First Bank of Berne, improving the financial futures of those in our local communities is at the heart of everything we do.
We believe that seeing your loved one look their very best is an important part of the healing process. A peaceful farewell can provide strength and comfort as you begin your journey through grief. At Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt Funeral Home, every detail is handled with compassion and care to present a lasting image of peace and rest for family and friends. Funeral directors Ryan Hershey, Eric Zelt, and Blake Hirely, the guys you know, caring for the ones you love.
At FM Investment Services, we continue to serve and advise our clients with dedication and experience, and our team includes 2 registered investment professionals. Lee Flickinger, with over 30 years of experience helping clients navigate their financial journeys, and Lori Garwood, bringing more than 25 years of investment expertise to the table. Together, Lee and Lori are committed to helping you achieve your financial goals, and supporting them is Tina Marbaugh, administrative assistant, who has 4.5 years of experience in the investment field. Call us today, 260-368-9939 to schedule schedule your consultation. FM Investment Services, experience you can trust, advice you can count on.
You can go over to Financial Partners Federal Credit Union and pick up a truck loan or apply online today.
Pick up a truck loan? I see what you did there.
You got me.
Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
At Freedom Chevrolet, it's more than cars and trucks. It's people. From the friendly faces who greet you to the service techs who treat your vehicle like their very own. And a sales team who listens and cares. It's neighbors serving neighbors. That's Freedom Chevrolet. Experience the difference today at Freedom Chevrolet in Bluffton.
At Decatur Dental Services, all of our offices provide complete dental care, including crowns, bridges, and dentures, teeth whitening, orthodontics and Invisalign, restorations, preventative care, cosmetics, and sports mouth guards. In Decatur, Botox and Juvederm are available as well. We have offices in Decatur, Geneva, Berne, Bluffton, and Warren to serve you. To learn more about our doctors, office hours, and insurance information, please visit DecaturDentalIN.com or like us on Facebook. New patients are always welcome, as are patient referrals, so contact us today. Whether you're buying your first home, moving up for your growing family, downsizing for your next chapter, or looking to buy and sell through online auctions, Green Realty Group is here to help. Led by realtor, broker, and auctioneer Rob Green with more than 35 years of experience, our team is built on trust, commitment, and personalized service for every client. From real estate to auctions, Green Realty Group is proud to serve the communities we call home. Visit soldongreen.com and let us help you make your next move with confidence.
Do you need repairs done on your farm equipment or grain handling equipment? Maybe you need steps or a railing made, livestock gates, or your wife's favorite chair. Ironclad Metalworks is who you need. We specialize in agribusiness welding and fabricating. We have the skills you need to get the job done correctly, from existing equipment repairs to new fabrications. No project is too big or too small. We can do it all. Do you have an idea but can't seem to bring it to life? Stop by and let us help you make your ideas a reality. Come see us at 620 Berne Street in Berne or call 260-525-0471.
Back here at Bluffton High School on Witness Media, thanks for tuning in, whether that be live on a delay or you're watching a replay afterwards tomorrow morning over a bowl of cereal or 10 years in the future. We thank you for tuning in. Ryan Walker, Brandon Lockwood to my right, former Bluffton Tiger, St. Francis Cougar. We'll ignore the St. Francis part, but happy that we share a little bit of Bluffton stuff together. But the Tigers are getting ready to go through the Bluffton football poster that the cheer team has set up for them. I wanted to get your thoughts, though, Brandon, being a Bluffton grad. 3A, how about that for Bluffton this year?
Yeah, 3A is going to be very interesting. It's going to be world unknown. Hopefully, a little bit better, better competition in the sectional. Now, AC moved up to 3A, and that's kind of our kryptonite here. Yep. So that's not ideal for the Tigers.
Yep.
But
Bishop Lures is gone, though.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Bluffton's growing as a community, so that's awesome to see. A lot of kids coming up, so it's awesome.
And if you look at the sectional, top to bottom, yes, it's going to be tougher. I mean, you got more kids at these schools, but the sectional last year was pretty tough. We saw that Churubusco game, a 1-point win for the Tigers. They had every reason to believe that they were going to lose that game. But in the sectional, they got Adams Central, Belmont, Concordia, Garrett, Heritage, Norwell, and Woodland. And if you look at what last year brought, you would think AC, Garrett, and Bluffton are kind of your favorites there. AC definitely is the favorite, but Bluffton kind of belongs, and that's cool. That's cool to see.
I mean, if you're getting in a sectional, that's kind of the sectional you want to be in if you're the Tigers. But you got the new opponent, new ACAC contender. Concordia coming in. Is that next year?
Next year.
Next year. So that's good to see them. Maybe see them in the sectional, get a little game plan on them for the next season. But, that's a great sectional for them to be in. All close.
Welcome back to the jungle, Bluffton Tigers. Kick off the 2026 football season. The 3A Bluffton Tigers. Not sure who makes the uniform decisions, but they're rolling with the blacktop helmet with the red tiger paw, red primary on the chest, and the pants, black pants. It is a clean look, I'll tell you that. And then you've got the Michigan-Delaware helmets over there with half of the Pittsburgh Steelers just straight up. One side is just all black, then half of the winged helmet.
What do we got for captains here?
Tigers, you got Jacob Kephart, Cooper Craig, Axton Best, and Zane Betts. It's your captains this year. Unfortunate news for Jacob Kephart, senior. It looks like he's going to be in some danger here of maybe missing the whole season. We'll find out more. Don't want to speculate anything, but he is on crutches right now. Kind of a freak thing in practice. We wish him well. Certainly be praying over him as he enters his senior year, just on the wrong foot.
Yeah, that sucks for being a senior and playing football, and you hurt him. Don't even hurt in a game. Don't even get one snap of your senior year. You just hit in practice.
Definitely feel for him. We're looking forward to seeing what he was going to do on the offensive side, but on the defensive side of the ball, he was a defensive back. He's going to be playing some safety this year for the Tigers. Bluffton and Shenandoah again last year. It was a lot of fun. Brandon Lockwood was there with Michael Vanderkolk, who has taken his talents to Carroll High School, broadcasting teacher. Hopefully he's watching in tonight. He's probably doing his own broadcast, though, with the Carroll Chargers. He's got his hands full up there. But what a game that was. Ethan Ribich, his first game, suited up for the varsity club. And really, and it's not a knock on him, the only reason why he's there is because of his leg. So as the backup quarterback, he wasn't expecting to really get any time. But as the kicker, goes out there, and the Tigers don't kick a ton of field goals, but when you got his leg, hey, might as well, 19 seconds to go. It would win us the game potentially, and he nailed it.
Yeah, and Ryan, I know you weren't there. We was with Michael, but that was a great game back and forth.
Yeah.
Bluffton started off pretty slow, coming in, and then, Shenandoah played well, and Tigers came back and ended up winning that game. So great game.
Tigers will kick off to start the season to Shenandoah. Ethan Ribich out there. Abram Garrett has also done kickoff duties as well. But Ribich going to get the duties here. Shenandoah looks like they have 3 men back. Back there, Holden Schuler. Shenandoah, can't read the numbers yet, I believe, out there as well. Mackay Campbell for the Raiders. But the 2026 football season here on Witness Media has begun. Ethan Ribich drills this one into the end zone, and that will be a touchback. Showing off the leg, one that Shenandoah knows very, very well. And here comes the Bluffton defense and the Shenandoah offense.
Shenandoah will take over at the 20-yard line.
Missing a lot of starters on defense here, Ryan, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Tigers approach the defensive side this year.
Captain Cooper Craig changes number to 25 this year from 32. He will lead the charge on the defensive side of things. Shenandoah ready to rock. Handoff up the middle, gain a few and fall forward. And that's how we start this season. That was Cash Cowley. We will say that name plenty of times tonight. 1,000-yard rusher last year for Shenandoah, and a high-powered offense that was led by Jarrett Hellman, who has now graduated, two-time All-State player, over 3,000 passing yards, over 1,300 rushing yards, as well as a stud on defense as well. He is gone as Cowley gets the carry from quarterback Drake Masters. There was some question on what the Raiders were going to do with their quarterback. And Drake Masters is the guy here on the opening drive. They hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Masters needed one, and I believe he is going to get it. That's a first down for the Raiders. Now get this, Brandon. So Jarrett Hellman, last 2 years, all these passing yards, all these rushing yards, all these touchdowns, quarterback. And, of course, he carried the ball as a quarterback. He's playing wide receiver for Indiana Wesleyan now.
Wow.
He is a stud athlete.
Yeah, he did very well playing free safety for him last year. He was just a great ball hawk.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's fourth down here, Ryan.
It is fourth down. Timeout from Shenandoah. I thought initially he was going to get it. As Jonah Geisel to my left was probably letting me know, and I wanted to say this fact about Jarrett Hellman. I was really excited to share. We will go ahead and take a very short break. When we come back, 4th and 1 for Shenandoah.
If you're looking for new flooring, K&N Carpet has been locally owned and family operated for over 50 years. Owners Mike and Ella Clifton, along with their amazing staff, take great pride in serving you. Check out our showroom for a variety of manufacturers and distributors consisting of carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, LVT, and area rugs. K&N Carpet is the only Mohawk Floorscapes dealer in the Fort Wayne area. So give us a call at 260-639-3591 and come see the experts in flooring at 12108 US 27 South, or check us out on Facebook.
4th down and 1 for Shenandoah here in our first quarter. Brandon, what do you think here?
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to old Cash. I mean, that's who I'd put my money on.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah,
but there you go.
I like that. I'm sure we'll have a lot of puns for Cash here.
It looks like they're in the punt formation here.
Bluffton does not have anyone back. Maddox White is the deepest one. Nearly blocking that, and John O'Leary Freeman just drilled the punter for Shenandoah, and that's going to be a first down by default. Tigers nearly got to the punter, Cash Cowley. Yes, he's also the punter. He's going to be doing a lot for Shenandoah this year, but that's a mistake the Tigers would like to have back, as they were about to get the ball around the 40-yard line. That will be a 15-yard variety of that penalty. So O'Leary Freeman got in there just a little bit too much. That's so tough because you're going after the ball, but there's also a bigger target, and that's called the punter.
Yeah, and you're full steam ahead. John O'Leary Freeman's not a small individual, so yeah, he got Cash pretty good there, and you know it happens, but hopefully they're going to coach him up on the sideline, tell him what to do.
Just got really excited. The ball's right there. We're about to block it. Cowley in the backfield. Masters behind center. Just one wide receiver. This handoff will be to Jackson Ryder this time. Senior.
Gained about 4 yards on the play. 12 on the tackle. Thank you. 20 on the tackle? Yes. Sorry. Okay.
That'll be Cam Simpson.
Tackle for the Tigers, number 20, Cameron Simpson. That will bring
Simpson sliding in as an inside linebacker this year. He's got Eli Kerner out there with him, with Gavin Greaser on the inside, and then Cooper Craig on the outside. One of the Tigers' top sack and tackles for loss leaders last season. Up the middle, had a hole, but just gets hit hard from Simpson again. Showing out on this opening drive here. What a tackle.
Tackle made again by number 20 for the Tigers.
Yeah, he's filling in for big shoes last year. You're losing Griff Morgan. You're losing Jake Boots. Griff Morgan had 104 tackles or something crazy last year. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how these linebackers do filling in for them shoes.
Yeah, it's a good point. The Tigers lose their heart and soul of the defense. That's Griffin Morgan, a 3-year starter on the Tigers defense, along with a lot of other guys in that part of the defense. Going back to throw, and the ball is on the ground. They're calling it incomplete as the Tiger defense just came in and swarmed in there. I believe that's Eli Kerner and John O'Leary Freeman, but several others hounding the quarterback Masters.
Tigers number 9, Eli Kerner, breaking up the play. That will bring up 4th down and 4.
So 4th and 4. More of a punting situation this time around. Cooper Craig back there for Bluffton. He is just about as good as everywhere else that he plays on offense and defense. O'Leary Freeman nearly got a hand on it this time. The ball will bounce in a positive direction. The Tigers will pick it up at about the 34-yard line as they go out there with their 3-year starting quarterback, Axton Best, and their 4-year starting running back, Cooper Craig. Bread and butter of the Tigers football over the last few years has been this offensive unit.
With all the line coming back, that's a great set. I don't think that's probably ever happened in Bluffton history, is having all 5 linemen coming back.
And now they returned most a few years ago on that team that won a sectional championship, but I think you're right. It definitely doesn't happen very often for any program. They're still kind of young, too. Just one senior on that group. Cooper Craig takes the carry, slips up at the 41. Now, the one question this year for the Tigers is who's catching the ball. Now, I'm a firm believer of Maddox White, a freak athlete. I think he's going to have a breakout season for the Tigers this year. But you've also got other players like Abram Garrett, Dawson Lee, and Parker Barnes are going to be catching some passes this year for Bluffton. This is with a quarterback that can do it in the air with his legs, every which way. Maddox White at the bottom of your screen. And getting the handoff from the slot. And breaking free into enemy territory. That's Parker Barnes. We just mentioned him. Comes in and he carries all the way near the 30-yard line.
Axton Best under center.
I know.
Not in shotgun?
Crazy.
What? Kunkel's
and
getting
it wasn't
crazy.
4th and 1.
That's right. First down for the Tigers. Ball on the
32-yard line for the Tigers. They're sniffing for the end zone here. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. You've got Barnes, Bennett Stoller, and Maddox White in order. Best looking. He's going to throw, and it's nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. That's Aaron Murray making the play. He saw Maddox White break open and just couldn't get all the arm on it.
Second down and 10 for the Tigers.
Tigers very lucky there. Instead, it will bring up 2nd down and 2. Dawson Lee to the right of Bast. Behind him is Craig. Another man in motion, that's Barnes. Cooper Craig gets the carry. He slips through and he breaks a tackle past the yardsticks, and he's going to keep going inside the 15-yard line. What a carry from Craig.
In on the tackle for the Raiders, Kai Beaver.
Great blocking up front for Craig there.
Brings up another Bluffton Tigers.
Same formation again. Craig behind Best. Dawson Lee to the right. He'll hand off to Craig again, and he's going to be stuffed right away by Braden French, the big man up front. 6'1", 300 pounds right there to take down Cooper Craig.
Tackle made by the Raiders, number 59, Braden French. Brings up 2nd and 10 for Bluffton.
Solid opening drive here for the Tigers, but the Raiders going to try to stop them from getting 7. They know that Ethan Ribbich is over there on that sideline. I think Coach Kunkel's got more than 3 on his mind here. Slowly to the line of scrimmage. 1 second on the play clock, and Kunkel's going to have to call a timeout here. And they will. Tigers will call timeout. We're going to take a very short break here. 6:08 left in the opening quarter.
Krukenberg Auction and Realty of Decatur is dedicated to providing you with a grand auction experience. Their stellar team has over 100 years of combined listing and sales experience, specializing in auctioning homes, personal property, land, farms, equipment, antiques, and business liquidations. Licensed in Indiana and Ohio, call Krukenberg Auction and Realty at 724-7402 or stop by 1030 South 13th Street in Decatur. Make the best choice by making Krukenberg Auction and Realty your first choice for a grand auction and realty experience.
We'd like to thank our officials for tonight's
Opening drive for the Bluffton Tigers. They're able to stop Shenandoah on their opening drive. Trying to punch it in here, 2nd and 10. Had no gain on the tackle from junior Braden French on Cooper Craig. Couple receivers wide for the Tigers. We got Dawson Lee to the right again of Axton Best. We've seen that a lot in the last few plays. Now Craig will go to the right of Lee. Best take the carry. And he's got a lot of Raiders right there with him. He can break all the tackles he wants, and he's still going to get positive yards. And he'll get knocked out of bounds by Drake Masters. Pretty impressive that Best was able to pick up something there. I thought he was going to go down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, kept running to the sideline and then was able to break one and got a few yards. That's the athletic ability of Axton Best. You know, great runner, great passer, so good to see him running.
15 on the play clock here. Tigers having some issues getting the play. Tigers will have to hurry to the line. 6 seconds now. Best under center for this one. 1 second. They get it off. Plenty of time for Best. Looking. Now gets pressure. Throws it at the 2, and that's going to be caught by Dawson Lee. Beautiful patience and escapability from Best created that play. And that'll set up the Tigers at the 3-yard line. It will be a first down. That's the most important part.
That's right, 1st and goal for the Tigers. Ball on the 3-yard
And the Tigers keep things rolling here. Best will hand off. Cooper Craig is in for 6. Touchdown, Bluffton Tigers. First of the year for 3 yards, Cooper Craig.
Carries the ball in for a Tigers touchdown.
Solid opening drive for the Tigers offensively and defensively as they're on the board first. Ribbich out there to kick. Maddox White will hold. Snap, hold, kick, all good. 7-0 Tigers will return here on Witness Media.
Life moves fast, from first cars to growing families and every adventure in between. At CMA Truck and Auto and Swiss City Vans, we're here for every mile of the journey. Whether you need a dependable car, a hardworking truck, or a quality passenger van to haul your crew, Matt Rupp and his team will help you find the perfect fit. Stop by 7315 US 27 in Berne. CMA Truck and Auto and Swiss City Vans, where every road leads you home.
Passion. It's inside the barn at 5 a.m. It's dirty boots, calloused hands, and the energy to keep going. Passion is every step, again and again. Passion. It's giving it the best you've got. It's hard work that pays off. Show right. Feed your passion.
Ethan Ribich ready to kick here. A 3-yard carry from Cooper Craig. Gets the Bluffton Tigers on the board here against Shenandoah. 1 drive each from both of these teams. Tigers take advantage quick here in week 1. Kick is going to get into the end zone. We have a couple more games in our coverage on Witness Media. Thanks for choosing the Bluffton Tigers, of course. Bluffton's up 7-zip. Eastside up on South Adams 7-0. Bishop lures a 7-6 lead over Adams Central. That's the big one, is the Knights and Jets. Jets are not afraid to schedule teams, I'll tell you that. Try to keep you posted on other scores throughout the night. That's the thing. Gary Hendershot and I were talking before the game. Everybody is optimistic about the season. Everybody can win a sectional championship, so they think. First play is snuffed out from the Tigers. I believe Cooper Jenkins was in there among a host of Tigers.
Tigers number 64, Cooper Jenkins, in on the tackle. Will bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Raiders.
There'll be a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. .440 left to go in this opening quarter. Masters will toss over to Cash Cowley, and the Tigers were ready for it again. Catching up to him, Grayson Crowder on the defensive line. He's fired up. Nice couple of plays there by the Tigers.
Tigers number 70, Grayson Crowder, in the tackle. Brings up 3rd and 12 again for
You like to see the big men get outside the, out of the hashes and make some tackles. That's awesome.
Crowder, a junior, is now going to be technically a veteran on this club. Got a lot of starts last year, especially on that offensive line, but helping out on the D-line there. 3rd down and 12. Masters going back. He's going to be harassed in the backfield. Eli Kerner on the outside got to him first. Disrupted the throw a little bit to Cash Cowley. What a defensive 3 plays for the Tigers.
That will bring up 4th down and 12 for the Raiders.
I like to see the defense. They're playing fast. They're playing efficient. We had that one mix-up with the penalty on the punt, but they're playing fast.
Cowley ready to punt off to Cooper Craig. This one will bounce and get a little bit of a friendly roll to Shenandoah there, which will not be picked up yet. You've got to blow the whistle on that one. Trevor Buckler was waiting, trying to ooze out the clock as much as humanly possible here in the first quarter. Tigers ready to roll out on offense. It was an impressive drive, though, or excuse me, a defensive stop. A lot of it had to do with Eli Kerner stepping in on that outside linebacker position. Now this is where Coach Kunkel loves his offense the most. 3 guys at the bottom of your screen, 2 at the top. Here comes Craig. And Craig will not get the handoff. It's Best, and he'll go right up the middle for a solid gain. Now for Coach Kunkel, you got a senior quarterback here in Best. You want to use him as much as possible. It probably puts the Tigers in a better position to win, to use him as much as possible. But we'll see games where the Tigers will be up, or they expect to win. Whether you like it or not, there's some games that happen like that, and they won't use Axton Best's legs as much to keep him protected. But so far, he's been running the ball a little bit today. That was his first carry. Shenandoah, a very respectable opponent. And he'll carry it by default here, and he'll pick up the first down. Not sure where that one was supposed to go. He faked on the sweep. I think maybe Craig was on the wrong side, or Best went to the wrong side. And ends up for a positive game. Thank you, offensive line.
Ball placed on the 34-yard line for the Tigers.
Tigers had good field position to start, so a first down. We're already at the 34 in Raider territory. Hand off to Craig, and he's got a hole to run through. First down again for Cooper Craig.
Ball carried by the Tigers. Cooper Craig gains about 10 yards on the play and earns another Bluffton Tigers. Ball spotted on the 22-yard line for the Tigers.
Best will get the play call on his sheet. No huddle here. 3 receivers on Best's left. He'll fake the handoff here. Option over to the outside. And picking up a few yards. Not sure if we saw that play very much last year. That's Bennett Stoller, though, catching that pass.
Tigers ball carrier is number 6, Bennett Stoller.
I like that little play. It's a little nice, a little tricky. He actually got the option to keep it or, pass it on there to the receiver.
Ball on the 14-yard line.
The more things the defense has to prepare for, the better off your offense is going to be.
And the more you get on film, other people got to, has to practice it. It takes away from something else. So we want to get as much plays early on film.
Craig takes it up the middle after going left, outside of his offensive lineman, picks up the first down. Chunk plays here on this Tigers drive, to the delight of Brent Kunkel.
That's right, first and goal for the Tigers. Ball placed on the 6-yard line.
6 yards to go for the Tigers. 50 seconds on the first quarter clock. High snap, but caught. Cooper Craig gets his way through, and he's got it. In the end zone, touchdown Bluffton Tigers. Cooper Craig again, as Best caught the snap a little high and gets it off to his running back for 6. Ethan Ribich out for the extra point. Long snapping duties belong to Riker Best. And this kick is way over there. Nice catch by the kid back there out on the track. Beautiful catch. 14-0. Tigers lead here. We'll take a quick break here on Witness Media.
I'm still a thrive, and I was here just 1 year. I fell and broke my hip, and so walking is the best thing for me. And this is a wonderful place to walk.
Here at Adams Woodcrest, we offer assisted living with your independence in mind. We welcome your small furry friends. Come enjoy an outdoor stroll on our lovely grounds or participate in numerous activities with friends and residents. Adams Woodcrest is extraordinary living where everyone is family.
2 scores, 2 drives for the Bluffton Tigers. Nice way to open the season if you're a Bluffton fan. Figure if Shenandoah got the word around, they have a lot of fans also tuning in tonight. But I'll tell you what, pretty good crowd on the other end for Shenandoah. I know it's week 1 and everybody wants to see, but it is quite the hike for them. And Brandon Lockwood knows all about that going to Middletown, Indiana last year.
Yeah, that was a drive, and we're glad we went. It was a great game.
Yes.
First game of the season last year, so that was awesome. Good to do that with Michael and Aiden Teeple on the camera.
Gary Hendershot on camera duties tonight. 3 touchbacks for Ethan Rivich. He has got a really good leg. Just a sophomore. He keeps getting bigger and stronger, too. He is up to 6'2", 185. He's a sophomore. He's also the backup quarterback for the Tigers. So expect to see maybe a little bit in those garbage time minutes in the 4th quarter to see more action from Ribich, as he could be the quarterback of the future for Bluffton, as now the Axton Best era is in its final season, much like the Jarrett Hellman era for Shenandoah, how well that went for the Raiders. Tigers will have to deal with that next year, but Coach Kunkel will say next year's next year. Tomorrow will worry about itself. Handoff again, brought down. John O'Leary Freeman. He's pumped up and lost his mouth guard. Hold on, and he's got it. John O'Leary Freeman, I would say he is a candidate for a breakout year, but that happened last year in his sophomore season.
Yeah, he's quick. He's athletic. It's hard for them offensive linemen to guard him. And he's been all over the field tonight.
That'll be the end of the 1st quarter. Tigers lead it over the Raiders 14-0 here on week 1 opening night on Witness Media.
At Southern Wells, we are dedicated to offering unique educational experiences.
Our exceptional career and technical education and College Core programs provide hands-on learning that prepares students for various careers in higher education and also instill a deep respect for hard work and innovation.
Collaboration between students and staff is at the heart of everything we do. Our family values guide us as we prepare our students to succeed beyond the classroom.
Welcome to Southern Wells, where people are empowered to become their personal best.
Mitchell Enterprises Corporation is a trucking and feed sales company located in Bluffton, Indiana. Owner Luke Bright is a lifetime resident of Adams County and proudly sells a variety of show feeds and supplements. Sunglow and Linder show feeds are the most popular among other supplements and livestock care that they stock daily. Mitchell Enterprises would be happy to help with any of your feed needs and are always looking to hire CDL drivers in the area. Contact Luke and his team at 260-353-1050 or check them out at mitchellenterprises.com.
Bluffton girls golf team honored in between the 1st quarter. Head coach Tara Kokenauer with her group. Sectional champion a couple years ago. Multi-time ACAC champion as well. That program is humming. Expected to have another good year this year. A couple of graduated seniors last year, but some really good returners. First play on 2nd and 14, thanks to John O'Leary Freeman at the end of the 1st quarter. Cash Cowley gets a few here, but it'll be 3rd and long for Shenandoah.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 for Shenandoah.
7-6, Bishop Lures over Adams Central right now. I think the last update was 14-0 Eastside over South Adams. Now 14-7. Thank you, Jonah Geisel. Mississinawa leads Norwell 7-3. As the Knights head up to Mississinawa. Have a flag in there. Tigers swarm again. If this is on Shenandoah, we'll get a 4th down punt for Shenandoah. We'll see. It was thrown in the middle of the mix. See what it is here. Chop block on Shenandoah. Penalties declined. So 4th down here. The Tigers defense has just been swarming in the backfield here against this Shenandoah offensive line. Jay County leads Blackford 14-0 right now as well. A lot of good games here on opening week. Cowley, line drive punt, gets some positive yardage the other way as Craig lets it go. And waiting to pick it up again is Trevor Buckler. Tigers offense, 2 for 2 so far. We'll see what happens on drive number 3.
I'm going to say a lot more Best and a lot more Craig here, Ryan. If
if
I'm a betting man.
I think that would be a good bet to take. I won't bet you on it. Not a lot of downfield action yet so far. That is one of my expectations. We'll see a shot or two here. And I'll put the money on Maddox White. I'm high on Maddox White this year. Best under center. Play action pass. He will take a shot deep to Maddox White, who jumps up and catches it. Still going inside the 30. And who could have guessed that? First down, Tigers.
A tremendous catch.
You and Kunkel on the same frequency there, Ryan? Or
you know, his headset is connected to mine here. All I have to do is press a button, and he gets the play calls from up here. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. Yeah, we need to tell him that here at this post-game interview. Hey, we need a Ryan Walker play call this year.
Ryan, what do we need? He's got the play call sheet. He's covering his mouth. What do we need, Walker? I was hoping he was going to break that so bad. That would have been the highlight of the year for me. For me. Best was not thrilled, so all indications is this is on Bluffton, and it is a false start on the Tigers. Just the 2 penalties on Bluffton thus far. One on the punt, roughing the punter, and 1 false start here. Probably see an increase of those from week 1. But this offensive line group and skill positions group for Bluffton is very well in sync. Lots of returners. Zane Betts in the middle of that. Really on the same page. Craig barrels forward for a couple. I'll bring up 2nd and long. Tigers threatening again here. Got a lot to pick up. They'll kind of hurry up here. Kunkel giving some instruction from the 40-yard line. It's got Abram Garrett to the bottom here. 6'4" wide receiver. Maddox White, 6'3" as well. And then you got a couple smaller guys with Lee and Parker Barnes, 5'7". Craig as well in that category of smaller players, but big-time impact. Gets the carry here and will get past the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long for the Tigers. Probably the first one all day here.
3rd down and 9. In on the tackle, number 26, Aaron Murray for the Raiders.
Lee in motion, in front and to the right of Best. And Best will take off here. He's going to spin around, bump into his own guy, and he's going to pick up a first down. An awkward-looking carry for Best, but nonetheless gets the first down and much more. They're inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Tigers.
11 yards on the play, bringing up another Bluffton Tigers. First and goal for the Tigers. Ball placed at the 7-yard line. 74.
Tigers looking for another touchdown here, already up 14-0 on the Raiders. Handoff goes to Craig, and the ball's on the ground. Initially, it looked like Kai Peevler was going to come up with it, but I think Craig was just able to snatch it. A rare fumble from the senior.
Brings up 2nd down and goal.
Tigers dodge a bullet here.
On the 5-yard line.
Second and goal. Bess runs to his right. He's got a blocker in front of him. Craig, he dismisses him, and he's going to run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bluffton Tigers. The first of the year for Axton Best.
For a Tigers touchdown.
Three for three, the Tigers make it on offensive drives to start the season.
Picking up right where they left off last year. Ryan looking good on offense.
Snap, hold, kick, all good here. 21-0. Tigers lead it. We'll take a quick break on Witness Media.
Every successful project starts with the right team. At Hawbaker Ace, our home team is ready with helpful advice, quality products, and the experience to help you get the job done right. Hawbaker Ace in Berne and Bluffton, the helpful place with a hometown advantage.
Three for three for the Tigers offense. It's like they have Brandon Lockwood out there running the ball.
Those days have long gone, Ryan.
Long gone.
Long gone.
I think you could go out there and score a touchdown.
From maybe the one. We're getting commentary from Bob Vanderkolk over here saying, nope.
Oh, that's always a good sign.
He's the fastest man in Bluffton history, if you didn't know that also.
I think a couple people could contest for that. Good to have Bob Vanderkolk back at the sacrifice of Michael Vanderkolk. I don't know if anybody would be taking that trade. Ribbich flies this one in the air, and the ball is dropped by Jaden Painter. And Painter is going to get roughed up by all the Tigers at the 15-yard line. What a weapon it is. I know it gets a little underrated on special teams, but that's the difference between 5 yards right there and some momentum as your defense, or excuse me, your kickoff team runs up and can make a tackle from the 15-yard line there.
Yeah, that's a perfectly placed kick. You want it touchback is good every now and then, but, yeah, you're losing 5 yards of field possession. So, yeah, that's a perfect placed kick.
Shenandoah has struggled these last two drives, had some momentum on the opening drive as Masters goes back. Got clipped in the backfield. And the pass is incomplete. Had some pressure from Kerner. 2nd down and 10. After he got by Kerner, he was able to be free for once. Drake Masters, of course, he just had 4 passes last season, sitting behind their 2-time All-State quarterback, Jarrett Hellman. It's going to be a growing process for everybody on Shenandoah, and they've run into a really good Tiger defense tonight, not making things any easier. Handoff goes to Cash Cowley. He'll barrel his way forward, and that's a first down. First time they'll move the sticks on offense since the opening drive. Cowley is going to have a really good year this year. He's going to have a lot of weight on his shoulders, though, trying to lead this Shenandoah offense and defense, really.
Yeah, Ryan, he had 13 rushing touchdowns last year, 107 yards per game. So, yeah, him and Hellman were the two from, like Axon and Cooper for Tigers. So, great players.
He is the leading returner in total tackles last season as well for the Raiders. A lot of Cooper Craig in him. He caught some passes as well. Carry and some space, and here he goes. A huge first down play from Jackson Ryder as he shows off the wheels. He's going to get a big gain, and I believe for the first time the Raiders will get in enemy territory here on the Tigers defense. Ryder's a senior, 5'11", 160. And he's got some wheels. Momentum on the side of Shenandoah now. 1st and 10. Option over to Painter, who picks up a nice gain as well. Little bit of trickery on the side of the Raiders as they build confidence on this drive.
Stoller in on the tackle again for the Tigers. Brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Raiders. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Quick substitution here for the Tigers. On the defensive line, Wyatt Holmes comes in. Painter on the outside might get 1 or 2. And actually will get nothing as the referee stops right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain. 3rd down and 4. Five minutes to go in the first half. Shenandoah trying to get on the board here. They're driving, and a flag will be on the Tigers. That'll be an automatic first down. It'll be encroachment. Shenandoah drawing the Tigers offsides there and get a free first down. Eastside and South Adams were tied at 14. Latest update, Adams Central took a 14-7 lead over Bishop Luers as well. Probably the game of the week in this area. As Cooper Craig hits Ryder hard in the backfield for a loss on first down. Ryder had nowhere to go on that one.
Ball placed on the 36-yard line.
Ball's at the 36. That's a loss of 5. On tackle from Cooper Craig. Him and Eli Kerner have been all over the place for the Tigers D. Back to pass is Masters. He throws this one up, and that's intercepted. Bennett Stoller on the return. He's going to get the outside. He's got a couple men to beat. We do have a flag, but breaking free and going all the way. For now, it's a touchdown for the Bluffton Tigers. What a run.
Tigers, Bennett Stoller with the interception.
We'll see if it comes back almost always on a return. It will go back, which would be very disappointing for Bennett Stoller. We'll await the call. Will be a block in the back. Oh, that's a killer. Sorry, Bennett. Bennett Stoller with a great return. It negates a 64-yard interception for Stoller. It was fun while it happened. Unfortunate for Stoller, but the Tigers still get the ball back here. They'll get the ball at the 47-yard line, so good field possession for them. Masters just kind of dropped back and flung that thing, and it was a great play, though, by Bennett Stoller in that secondary that we were talking about before the game, a completely new secondary from both corners to both safeties. And Stoller made a nice play on that one. Good blocking, other than the block in the back, on the return as well, as Stoller showed off his speed. Best creating and just dropped by the man who just picked it off, Bennett Stoller. I see what Coach Kunkel's doing. Try to get it to him.
Yeah. He's probably tired. He just ran all that way. He had to go right back and play offense.
Tigers had a man downfield. Probably an offensive lineman. I think they give about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. I think that's what it is for an ineligible receiver.
And you got, a scrambling quarterback with Axe, and you tend to have that illegal man downfield when you got the scrambling quarterback.
And another flag here. It'll be a false start on Bluffton. A couple more scores here. East Side now up 21-14 on South Adams. South Adams was preseason ranked in 1A, number 3. Norwell kind of putting up a fight here at Mississinawa. Mississinawa, a top 10 team in, I believe, they're in 4A, right? I think they're in 4A. 14-10, Mississinawa leads Norwell. E.J. Morgan punched it in from 4th and goal. As the Tigers will take a quick break here. Really solid on both sides for the Tigers. That last drive from Shenandoah, though, finding some momentum. And it's just got to be a killer for them, as that interception from Stoller was just snatched away on what could have been a touchdown drive for the Raiders trying to get back in this game.
Yeah, Cooper Craig had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, and Axon Best had a rushing touchdown in the second quarter. So there's a scorer for the Tigers. And Shenandoah, that was a great drive. Just comes up with the interception at the end. So they had the momentum there, and you hate to see it for if you're a Shenandoah fan, but if you're a Tiger fan, you love it for Bennett Stoller and the Tigers.
First and 20. Outside handoff this time. Couple of yards picked up there on a sweep. Parker Barnes was the one taking the ball. It's been pretty consistent out there with the starters on the offensive side of the ball. A lot of new faces on this offense. Tigers losing their all-time leading receptions leader and passing yards leader, and A.J. Strevler is suiting up for the Taylor Trojans this fall. Craig takes the carry and gets to the outside. Pops a couple guys on the ground, and he's going to be able to pick up the first down. Somebody bring that man down.
Cooper Craig with a tremendous carry.
Craig just so fast and shifty, but with that power that he has, just able to break free. Nothing has changed in his 4 years since he suited up for the Tigers as a freshman. Craig has taken all the carries at the running back position today. Davin Dreyer is listed as the backup. Kunkel elected to kind of split the carries between Kamel Moore and Craig last year. It's been all Cooper Craig today. He gets it again. Shifts his way through. He's got the patience, too.
Tigers, Cooper Craig carrying the ball. Earns a couple yards.
Gets about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. He's going to get a lot of touches this year.
Down and 6 for the Tigers.
Dawson Lee's been back there, too. Hasn't got a lot of action with his hands on the ball. You got to think he's there definitely for a reason. Craig again behind Best as the golden hour has started to peak here at Bluffton High School. Best gets slipped up for just a yard or 2. Took it himself. Had a couple extra blockers there with Craig going up and Dawson Lee there as well. Nice play from the Raiders.
At this time, with the 7th and 8th grade football players, please report to the south end of the stadium. Again, all 7th and 8th grade football players, please find Mrs. Linderwell at the south end of the stadium.
A minute 15 left in our first half. Tigers lead at 21-0. Best will go back to pass. And a comeback route just a little bit too far for Maddox White. Best was under pressure a little bit as well. Shenandoah getting in there here on a 4th down situation coming up. Bluffton does not look like you want to bring out a guy with a boot. Fourth and 4. 15 seconds on the snap count here. Bluffton getting a couple plays from the sideline. We'll see if they're just trying to draw. 4 seconds now. They will snap it. Cooper Craig will get the ball. He's going to have enough for the first down here with about a minute left to play. Great blocking up front from this Bluffton offensive line.
First and 10, ball at the 14-yard line.
Got to get the play call in here. We got to go fast.
Tigers always very comfortable as soon as the seconds start to tick on the clock. It makes us very nervous up here. Craig gets the carry again. Barrels forward to about the 9. 32 seconds on the clock. I believe Bluffton will have 2 timeouts remaining. And Best will spike it on 2nd and 3. Now 3rd and 3. Dawson Lee comes back out onto the field. Seen it a few times as well. Gavin Greaser out there as a tight end. Probably more of an extra blocker than anything. 23.2 seconds left in our first half. 3rd down and 3. Tigers hand off again. Craig will get met in the middle of a bunch of Raiders. Solid defensive stop here as the clock ticks to 10 seconds now. Bluffton is not in a hurry whatsoever as Kunkel will call a timeout with about 1.8 seconds left on the clock. We're going to keep it here. So the kicking unit is going to come on here, I believe, for Ethan Ribich.
Yeah,
Maybe some PTSD for some Shenandoah fans there. It's okay.
Yeah, I wish he would have called that timeout instead of spiking the ball there on 2nd down. He wasted about, a couple seconds, but that's valuable time here, and at the end of the quarter. So,
but Tigers also confident with a 21-0 lead here. Trying to make sure Shenandoah doesn't get the ball back with any sort of time here. They'll take their 3 as Ribich does come out onto the field.
Sounds great. Thank you.
What is it, 17 yards added for a kick? I can't remember. 24-yard kick here. Ribich will catch it instead. We did say he was a quarterback. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Bluffton Tigers. Gavin Greaser with a catch. And we got hands on helmets here in the Surrender Cobra. Uh-oh. What do we got here? False start on the offense. We'll take that back. What a play to bring out of the hat for Coach Kunkel here. Looking for 7 more. We'll go back to the 12-yard line here. $19-yard kick. Line drive is no good. We'll leave it at 21-0. Bluffton leads Shenandoah here on opening night of the high school football season. We'll have our halftime break here. Ryan Walker, Brandon Lockwood will give you all your updates that you need here, talk about the game and more here after our break.
Here at Berne Ready Mix, building strong communities is not just something we say. It's something we do. We are proud to be a part of the residential, commercial, industrial, and municipal projects in the communities we serve. Contact us to discuss your next project.
Since opening Miller Land Surveying in 2005, we've grown to not only service Adams County, but the entire Northeast Indiana region. Business growth has led us to expand with additional field crews, advanced technology, locations in both Monroe and Fort Wayne. Miller Land Surveying partners with various clients to aid in residential and commercial real estate transactions, development of schools, industrial parks, subdivisions, various commercial development projects, and more. At Miller Land Surveying, precision and professionalism is where we draw the line.
For nearly 70 years, Baumgartner attorneys have provided dependable legal services to you, your parents, and your grandparents.
With both Dave and Nick Baumgartner providing legal services, you can be assured that we'll be here for generations to come. Whether your legal needs include estate planning, estate settlements, real estate, corporations, LLCs, or personal injury, we're here to serve you.
So come and visit us in Berne or call 589-3139. Baumgartner Attorneys. Legal services for you and your family.
When we talk about values-aligned plan, well, we want to make sure the guidance that we're providing is in alignment with your values. So that when you're faced with a decision, either an obstacle or an opportunity, we have a solid framework to work from. If you'd like to get started, we invite you to contact us for a free consultation. We want to help plan, to help implement, to identify risks, and get you to your destination safely.
M&M Market on the north side of Geneva has established a sterling reputation for the food they provide. Over 150 flavors of bratwurst, a wide selection of marinated chicken and pork chops, meat and cheese trays, and a 40-foot meat and deli case full of fresh-cut meats, cut daily. Come and schedule a special event meal for any budget on your next visit. Be sure to check our Facebook page for store hours and in-store specials.
Any brand, any color. You break it, we'll fix it. Nussbaum Mechanical is located just north of Berne, along with over 175 years of combined service in the field. Nussbaum Mechanical offers a wide range of rental equipment and attachments. If you're looking to upgrade your equipment or starting from scratch, whether it's new or used, they can help to find the right machine for you. Stop and see the full line of Gale and Manitou equipment with leasing and financing options available, along with a full line of Manitou parts and attachments. Call 260-589-3802 to find out what we have to offer.
It's game day, a time to focus on the excitement and not to worry about your insurance coverage. With Indiana Farmers Insurance by your side, you can step onto the field or into the bleachers with true peace of mind, knowing your coverage is handled by local agents who care about your business, your auto, your home, and your farm as much as you do. Local insurance. Local agents, here for you. Now that's what we call teamwork.
Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers have been serving this great community since 1960.
We are here to help you through all stages of life.
From commercial properties to auctions to farmland and equipment
and owning your first home.
We have the expertise and experience you can count on.
Visit us in person or online at mslehman.com.
At Swiss Village, our mission is simple: pursuing life together. Every day, we create a community where life is full, active, and meaningful. Here, neighbors become friends, team members feel like family, and every moment matters. Whether you're searching for a vibrant place to live or a rewarding place to work, you'll find it here at Swiss Village. Swiss Village, pursuing life together. Learn more at swissvillage.org. Modern meets classic with the new Amara Stone Wedding Band collection at Richard's Jewelry. Made in the USA with recycled metals, these rings mix traditional gold with new contemporary metals for a sleek, edgy look and design. Life gets tough, but so are these industrial wedding bands featuring Benchmark's lifetime guarantee. Richard's Jewelry, your exclusive Amara Stone dealer in downtown Berne.
Building people's dreams for the past 19 years, Marquee Builders offers a complete design build experience. Whether you're looking to build a new home or just update your existing home, we offer a full range of construction services to Adams and the surrounding counties. If you need help visualizing your project, we have a full-time design staff that can work with you to create the look of your dreams. Big or small, the attention to detail and exceptional quality is what all of our customers have come to expect. Give us a call for your free consultation, or stop in and visit us at our showroom in Berne.
Here at RK Financial, we're proud to serve the families and businesses that make our communities strong. We know the value of hard work, and we know how important it is to protect what you've built and what matters most. Whether it's retirement planning, investment guidance, or reviewing your insurance needs, our local team is here to provide personal, practical advice you can count on. RK Financial. Give us a call today.
Looking for a secure career where you can build something that lasts? Smith Brothers in Berne is hiring. For 100 years, we've offered a supportive family atmosphere with stable Monday through Friday day shifts. Earn $17.50 to $22 an hour to start, with pay increases at your own pace and no wage cap. You'll craft high-quality furniture in a clean, climate-controlled environment. Don't just work a job, build a skill. Apply online today at smithbrothersfurniture.com or visit us at 356 Monroe Street in Berne. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Bluffton is where power meets adventure. From Ram trucks built to work to Chryslers built for your family and Jeeps built to explore, we've got it all. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Your road starts here.
Where are we going, Dad?
We're heading over to Financial Partners to get that new 3.85% APR rate on a loan for our new car.
Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
At Fisher Dental, we fix teeth. We also develop relationships with our patients and create lifelong friends.
Here at Fisher Dental, we clean, extract, and fill teeth. We also make crowns, bridges, partials, and dentures.
At Fisher Dental, we like smiles. And remember, we've got your back.
And your teeth.
Tigers band out on the field right now, doing a great job. So is the Tigers football team, 21-0. Bluffton leads Shenandoah. A little bit of a tough way to end the half for the Tigers, but 21 points to back them up. It was a Ethan Ribich fake field goal attempt in the end zone for a touchdown until, nope, there was a false start, which might have been why the play worked, as maybe some whistles were being called, so nobody was in on the play, but nonetheless, it looked cool until the flags were thrown. And then a missed field goal from Ribich. It was just an awkward-looking kick. I'm not sure if there was a snap or a hold issue. Maybe it got off the foot wrong, but we know, and Shenandoah knows, that Ethan Ribich is a very good kicker. So that was a little bit of a surprise there. I'd like to give some scoring updates here. This was as of like 5 minutes ago or so. We'll stay in Wells County. Southern Wells, at the end of the first quarter, was up 7-0 over at Carnes Field against Elwood. Heritage led 7-0 over New Haven. Belmont at halftime, 6-0 over Madison Grant. I believe they hold the largest losing streak in the 2-6-0 area. Norwell, that's the big game. Apparently right now, obviously Adams Central and Bishop Luers is a huge game, but Norwell is at Mississinawa winning 20-14. Mississinawa, the number 9 team in 3A. And then the big matchup of the night, Adams Central right now at halftime leads 14-13 over Bishop Luers, and Eastside leads South Adams 24-14. South Adams, of course, that semi-state run last year, number 3 preseason 1A for them. Lots of really good games in our area. Tonight we were excited about the rematch between the Tigers and the Raiders here. Tigers, it has just been all the Bluffton offense and then the defense getting in on the action too. We had mentioned a pretty much completely new linebacking core, all new secondary for the Tigers. They have not missed a beat. It's been led by up front, and Eli Kerner has been zipping all across the field, getting tackles for loss. What has impressed you the most overall as we sit here with about 4 minutes left until the second half kicks off?
Yeah, I think it's been the D-line. Got some great kids there. It's a lot of experience back on that, but
yeah,
I mean, with this type of offense that Shenandoah is running, it's key up front to be, holding blocks, holding your gaps. So they've done well at that. And then giving those space to those linebackers like Kerner and Craig and to get, blitz and get the hole and get them. So, yeah, I think it's been the D-line tonight so far.
I would have to agree with that. O'Leary Freeman has been a problem up front, but Cooper Jenkins, Austin Bennett, I know Wyatt Holmes has gotten in there a little bit as well. It's an experienced defensive line group, which is really key for the Tigers. You only bring 3 up front, and then you got your 4 and 4 layers of the linebacking core and the secondary. And up front, if things go well up front, it helps every single level just a little bit more as those receivers don't have enough time, as the pressure is coming to the quarterback. And it's been kind of the perfect disaster here for the Tigers in a positive way, as new quarterback Drake Masters is trying to figure things out, kind of with an inexperienced line versus an experienced Tigers line. And you're right, they have been really impressive up front. Now, on the offensive side, the Tigers, they've had some big plays here and there, but it's really been the big chunk plays for Coach Kunkel and the offense. What get your thoughts on the offense so far in the first half?
Yeah, it's a lot of positive yards, getting first downs early. They haven't. Bluffton's had just a couple third downs, and they've all been third and short. So that's key as well to get manageable third downs so you can get across. So it's been a Cooper Craig Axon Best show. You throw in a little Parker Barnes here and there. You got a big catch by Maddox White, big catch.
Yep.
So it's what we called earlier in the game, pregame, Axon Best and Cooper Craig.
Yeah, it's been those two, and the offensive line up front. It's easy to forget sometimes how well they're doing, because you see the flashiness of what Axton Best and Cooper Craig is doing, and they have the ooh and ah moments. But to create those moments, it's the offensive line up front. We mentioned it before. All 5 guys are back from last year. Sophomore Wyatt Holmes, he's the biggest guy up front, and he's a sophomore this year. You got juniors Austin Bennett and Grayson Crowder. Zane Betts, who calls himself, he's very humble about this when he says he is the best center in school history. I'm sure he's partially kidding, but he's got a lot of confidence, that young man. And also Connor Landis as well, an anchor, track and field star with the shot put and the discus. But just a big threat, and also a wrestler too, the heavyweight for the Tigers. He is a very good athlete, and it shows on the football field as well. But the offensive line really has been huge today for the Tigers. That's my biggest shout out. So it's been the guys up front on the offensive and defensive line. You got to be pretty happy if you're Coach Kunkel if both of those two things are rolling.
Yeah, but the game starts up in the trenches. So,
yep.
They don't get the love and the affection by the fans or the girls in school.
Yeah.
But that's where it all starts is the guys up front.
The offensive line is so good. I think Bob Vanderkolk might be able to pick up a first down and barrel forward. He's throwing it, though, he says. He has plenty of time. We've seen Axton Best. He has the escapability. But when you have plenty of time, too, we're talking he might have 7 to 10 seconds to throw the ball. And he's had to scramble a time or two here, but he's been on point. You mentioned his completion percentage before the game here from last season. He's around 70+%, which is incredible. Now, for Shenandoah, it was a really good end of the half. You got the stop in in your own territory to stop a touchdown from happening, and you stumble into a missed kick by Ethan Ribbich. 21 points is going to be a lot to come back from, especially when you consider Bluffton gets the ball first in the second half. Their offense has been rolling and might not slow down. But that last drive for Shenandoah, when it was intercepted by Bennett Stoller, they were able to find some holes here with some of the guys up front. But you saw some good runs from Cash Cowley and Jackson Ryder. Is there anything that you saw that they were doing a little bit differently, or was it just they started to build some confidence?
I think that, Brian, they were running outside the tackles, and they were getting some momentum running outside, so I think they need to continue that in the second half if they want to come back from this. But, Bluffton on defense got some speed, so it's going to be tough. I like that pitch play. I think they need to get a little bit more passing, even with him throwing that interception. Get him some confidence. Get some easy throws here and there. Build that up.
It's been a little bit of an issue for Masters in the backfield. The Tigers have just been harassing him. So it's hard to kind of evaluate how their new quarterback is doing. With Jake Hellman graduating last year, even under pressure, I'm sure he made all the throws last year against the Tiger defense. And Masters, you look at the secondary and you go, oh, there might be some opportunities here. That's not a knock on the Tigers secondary at all. It's just a completely new secondary indeed by them. But Masters hasn't even had any time to throw. The one, he dropped back to his left, had to spin around to get away from Eli Kerner to give himself some time to throw the ball. I mean, that's critical when you have a guy like Eli Kerner and Cooper Craig hounding you the whole time. And if not them, the whole three guys up front getting in the backfield. This offensive line has got to give Masters some time to really see what they have. But running the football-wise, that last drive was very encouraging. That's the one thing I'm looking for Shenandoah in the second half. But Bluffton, like we said, the Tigers will get the ball first to start the second half. We already ran through some scores. It's just been a fun evening for football. Beautiful weather. I know these teams have struggled with some of the lightning delays and rains during practice, but this is beautiful, beautiful football weather. Let's get a couple more score updates here. We had the halftime score of Norwell 20-14 over Mississinawa. We're going to keep track of that as Kelby Waybright is over there at Mississinawa updating over there. Thank you for that. Carroll is up 28-0 over Hamilton Southeastern. That's a big game for the Chargers. Fort Wayne Southside is defeating Marion 14-0 right now. Concordia up 21-14 over Seneca. Huntington North 14-7 over Eastbrook. Jay County all over Blackford 36-0, and Southern Wells with a 15-0 lead over Elwood at halftime. That was a game that Southern Wells lost last year when they were up in the fourth quarter. They had back-to-back weeks where they blew fourth quarter leads. That was very disappointing for Blake Blaker and the Southern Wells Raiders, but ended up picking up wins against Jay County and Woodland. Nice season for the Raiders last year. Blaker now at Belmont, leading 6-0 over Madison Grant, trying to end a losing skid of about 4 or 5 years over in Decatur. So we'll keep an eye out. A lot of action here tonight, including this game here with Bluffton and Shenandoah. Onside kick by Shenandoah. And Cash Cowley was just not thrilled with what happened there. Shenandoah was huddled up and just started running. Light kick, and it goes 2 yards.
I didn't even hear the whistle blow, right?
I didn't either. We were talking, I was talking about Blake Blaker and the Southern Wells Raiders.
Following the kickoff, we have the Tigers taking over at the 42-yard line with a 1st and 10.
So the Tigers start at the 42. So one of those things that might have really looked good in your head, and it just completely did not execute on Shenandoah's side. And that's a big mistake here as the Tigers take over in Raider territory. Bluffton says, okay, sure. Carry to Craig. Brings a couple defenders with him forward. Picks up a solid chunk of yards. Brendan Pruitt and Aaron Murray, two returning defensive starters on the tackle.
Craig gains about 5 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 5. Ball at the 37-yard line.
Best all alone in the backfield. He's had Dawson Lee and Cooper Craig back there for most of the game. No motion here. He'll just take it himself, and he's going to pick up a 1st down with his legs. Cowley in there on the tackle.
And with that run, gains another Bluffton Tigers.
Sticks will move. Offense has been rolling for the Tigers.
10 for the Tigers.
today. As expected, Shenandoah lost a lot of defensive production last year, tackle-wise, and just overall starters, as did the Tigers. But Bluffton's offense brings back just about everybody not in the wide receiving core. Maddox White is one-on-one at the top with some other fellow receivers. Best will not look to throw this time, though. Patient goes forward and completely runs over a defender. As Ryan Chody makes the tackle. 21 Zip Tigers looking to make it more.
Brings up second down and 1 for the Tigers.
Shenandoah with 6 in the box. Now going to have to defend the pass. Best fires. End zone. Touchdown. 19 yards to Maddox White. Touchdown. Bluffton Tigers.
Maddox White for a Tigers touchdown. Great throw, great catch. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Beautiful looking route. Breaks free. And Best connects with White for the first time in 2026. Kick is up and good from Ribich, 4 for 4 on PATs. We'll take a quick break when we come back.
Zwick and Jan Funeral Home has been serving Adams and Allen County's families by celebrating and honoring life since 1899. Independently family-owned, Zwick and Jan have 3 locations to serve you in Decatur, Berne, and Monroeville. With 2 pastors and 2 certified life celebrants on staff, every aspect of your funeral needs can be met. Zwick and Jan offers burial and cremation services along with aftercare services for the survivors of lost loved ones. Call for your free pre-arrangement consultation today. Zwick and Jan is continuing to build on a great reputation, not resting on one.
Best to Maddox White, first time in the end zone this year. That's going to be a connection that I think will be saying a lot this season. Maddox White, 6'3", but jumps like he's taller than that. He was a freshman on the basketball team. I think that's his sport. Although he's a good football player, he's a good track athlete too. He's got really good athleticism. As do a lot of Bluffton Tigers. Ethan Ribich has a good leg. He's going to boot this one. Couple touchbacks for him in the first half. The one that wasn't was a beautifully lined up kick that was dropped by Painter, who is back there, the deepest man for Shenandoah. This one's going to sky into the end zone for a touchback. If that ball went backwards, the Tigers were going to score a touchdown. That was very close to becoming Tiger football. 28 zip. Here comes the Shenandoah offense for the first time in the second half. Good last drive until Bennett Stoller played spoiler, having a negated 64-yard pick six. First play, carry up the middle, but snuffed out by the Tigers defense. About a half a yard gain to a yard. Cowley had the carry. Had a lot of touches in that first half for the place that Shenandoah had. Jackson Ryder flashed some potential, though. Back up the middle again. Tigers again clogging up any of the inside gaps. Hard to tell who exactly was in there. We'll say the defensive line.
About every Tiger there, right?
Yes. Everyone in red on the field in on the tackle. We'll split it up. Split up the pie in 11. 3rd down and 8 from the 23. Almost assuredly a passing situation here for Masters, who's in the shotgun. Kerner trying to bring the pressure on the outside. Pass is incomplete, though, to Jaden Painter, and the punting unit will likely come on the field for Shenandoah. Good coverage by the Tigers defense once again. Cowley has some time, punts, and Craig takes a fair catch. Definitely wants to return one, I can tell. Has not been able to, yeah, that one was the most returnable one, but decided to fair catch it. Cooper, I think you'll be getting the ball plenty of times the rest of the year. It's okay.
Yeah, hopefully there's a lot more opportunities you can return on.
Tiger offense out there again. A touchdown. We get it to a running clock. Bishop Lures has taken a 20-14 lead over Adams Central, and then Madison Grant has taken over 8-6 against Belmont. So Adams County fighting for its life right now in week 1. Big 3 games for all 3 schools, and I believe all 3 trail. And how about Wells County? So far, hold on. Any wood to knock on here? Not really. But anyways, Wells County right now, all 3 schools leading. Southern Wells hosting Elwood was up at halftime. Tigers up here, and then Norwell, kind of the story of the night, at least in the county, leading Mississinewa on the road. Best fakes it to Craig, and he's got some space, and he's got some wheels as well. Down the sideline, he'll be tackled as Glenn Whirling of the News Banner gets out of the way. Hopefully he got a great shot of Axton Best on that one. First down run.
First and 10 for the Tigers.
We love Glenn. He's checking his camera right now. He's like, I better have gotten a good shot there. Got amazing balance. He's been doing it for decades. Appreciate him very, very much. Look forward to hearing what he thinks about the game afterward. Bluffton offense rolling again. Best hands off to Craig. Craig's got a seam. Makes a couple moves. Still going inside the 5 and deep. Down at the 2-yard line.
Huge hole right there by the offensive line. Great guy, Poland, and made that hole.
And that's the point I wanted to make at halftime, is the offensive line, when it's really good, you hardly notice it because you watch the flashy plays that you let your skill players do. So I appreciate you shouting out the offensive line there. Tigers looking to run the clock here. 28-0, down at the 2-yard line. We have a flag. Jonah Geisel calls false start. He is correct. Brings the ball back 5 yards. That's not a penalty that you want to have in a close game. So I know the Tigers are going to try to be cleaning that up after the game here and next week of prep work. Craig will get it from the backfield, pushes his way forward, and gets to the 1. So a net gain with the penalty of 1 yard. But 5 on the carry for Craig.
For the Tigers. Raiders Aaron Murray in on the tackle.
Best will get the play. Gavin Greaser out there as an extra blocking tight end on the right side. He wears number 7. Lee in motion to the left. Carey will go to the left, and Craig gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Just looking for the nose of the football to cross the goal line, but nothing there. Nice stop from Shenandoah, not giving up here.
Yeah, it was a great play by Boston Watson coming in, just making a big pile. I mean, you go low and you just make a pile. If you're getting beat, make a pile. That's what he did, and chopped down Cooper Craig there.
Needed it for sure. Cooper Craig has a nose for the end zone. He's been in a couple times tonight. Best will take it this time. Couple shifty moves, jukes to the left, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bluffton Tigers. His second on the ground today, 3rd total. As the senior scores again for the Tigers, 34-0. We'll have a running clock coming up here on opening week for the Tigers. Ribbich into kick. Great hold from Maddox White. Gets us through the uprights. 35-0. Tigers lead over the Raiders. We'll be back very soon on Witness Media.
All right, champ. What are we doing today?
Can I get it 2 on the sides, a little off the...
Sorry, I gotta run. I'm gonna pass you off. Hold tight.
What can I do for you, boss man? 2 on the sides, a little off the top.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great, man. I'll do it tight.
Can I cut your hair?
Good barbers don't pass you from person to person. Neither do good insurance agents. That's why with us, you've got a dedicated agent, not a complicated process. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together.
Tigers kick the ball off here as soon as it's kicked. Clock will run. I think we just stopped for the clock for injuries and after a PAT. But very nice night overall for the Tigers. Looking forward to talking to Coach Kunkel after this one. He will join us on our post-game show. Talk about player of the game in general. Talk to Coacher. And we'll get out of here. Week 1. It's been exciting. Ryan Walker here with Brandon Lockwood to my right, Jonah Geisel to my left, our producer Gary Hendershot up top, doing some great camera work tonight. Big thank you to Clint Anderson who came out here and helped Jonah set up a little bit. Jonah doing a terrific job, but a nice little safety net indeed. But, Jonah, I think things have gone pretty good so far. What do you think? Got a head nod and thumbs up. That's about all he can do is he does not have a microphone. I set him up for failure. Cash Cowley gets a nice carry here. He'll be past the sticks. There'll be a 10-yard rush and a first down for the Raiders.
That's what they needed, Ryan. It's been a little lackadaisical in the second half, and they get a good run. And hopefully keep the momentum for them and, maybe throw a little trick play in here. I mean, they got to get some momentum.
Yeah.
They got to get something big here.
Yep. Had some good plays offensively. The Tigers have just made bigger ones on defense. I think we can tell the Shenandoah offense will be pretty decent. Gets hit right in the backfield. I didn't see who it was, as 10 Tigers combine on a tackle. Parker Barnes was awaiting for someone to break through, but initial contact slowed down the carry. Bluffton's defense was able to pick it up.
That will bring up second down and 9.
East Side taking a 3-point lead over South Adams, 34-31. I was really excited for the slate today, as there's a lot of kind of toss-up games in the area. Painter takes the carry to the left side, gets a couple. Apparently Norwell is in that mix too. Norwell just a couple wins last year, been struggling as of late, but returned a lot of experience this year. Travels to Shenandoah, a team that has just won a lot of games. It's been a really good team in 3A. Norwell right now holds a lead at halftime by 6. We'll see if that holds up. Southern Wells had a lead over Elwood. Southern Wells with 2 wins last year. They do graduate Trey Slusher, an 1,000-yard passer and an 1,000-yard additional on the ground. The Adams Central Flying Jets regained the lead 21-20 over Bishop Luers. That also on Witness Media.
Nice
Carey
counter.
goes for a lot. And still going, and down just before the 40 was Caden Gray, one of the top returners to the team this year. If I have it right, I think he lost a lot of time last year with an injury. So very good to see him back out onto the field this year in his junior year. That's what I've been told, so sorry if I got that wrong. I think that is true, though. Couple nice pieces here for Shenandoah, despite what the score looks like here. Fumbled snap. Masters will pick it up. Have an excited roar by Big Cooper Jenkins off the middle.
Ball was dropped but recovered by the Raiders.
Be credited for tackle for loss there. 2nd and 12.
We'll bring up second down and 12 for the Raiders.
I always found it fun playing those non-conference games early in the season
Yeah.
in high school. You play someone different, that schedule's not always set in stone, and you get to play other people. And I always thought that was very enjoyable. And so, I mean, like that AC Lures matchup, you get
So
you play,
cool.
Yeah, you play some good competition. You can't be the best if you don't beat the best. So it's good for them.
Masters flings this one in the air, and that one's intercepted. Bennett Stoller, second pick. Can he take it all the way this time? He'll be stopped at the 32, but what an opening night for Bennett Stoller, the junior. 2 picks and a whole lot of yards. Have a day, kid.
That's awesome to see. Not, we talked about it all this whole game about the secondary brand new, and it's good to see them, stepping up to the occasion and playing on Friday night and getting meaningful time and, going out and making 2 big plays there.
Tigers can run the clock out if they choose. 3-second differential between the play clock. Looking like they're going to snap the ball, though, and they will. Best will hand it off. That'll be Cooper Craig, and why not? Touchdown, Bluffton Tigers, 32 yards out from the former number 32, now 25, Cooper Craig. The trifecta for the senior.
They're making it tough on us, Ryan, for player of the game. I got 4 people in mind, so it's making it tough.
Rivich. Kick is up and good. And that'll end the third quarter. 42-0. Bluffton leads Shenandoah. We'll head to a break here on Witness Media.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Cooper Craig goes for 32 yards, his third touchdown tonight. He's been carrying the ball for a long, long time for the Bluffton Tigers. He came in as a freshman, needing to play because Kamel Moore, the running back that was coming back after Anthony Cruz, had left for graduation, the leading back. Kamel Moore was going to have a huge year for the Tigers, and he gets hurt. So Cooper Craig plugs in. I'm like, wow, a freshman coming in? Okay, we'll see. And he had a fantastic season. I think he was second team all-conference that year, and then created this thunder and lightning duo between him and Kamel Moore for a while.
Yeah, Bluffton last, 10 years has had some pretty good backs. So, yeah, I mean, Kunkel likes his running backs. Does a great job giving them the position to make plays.
Rivich has had the boot all game. Shenandoah has been very careful with these kickoffs. Now, the one almost bounced back into play, and the Tigers were going to be all over it. We're all adjusting. It's week one for everybody. Hey, let's make sure that the kickoff is in the end zone. Fourth quarter here, 42-0 lead for Bluffton. Shenandoah didn't know what it was going to bring to the table this season. A lot of graduates last year. It was a solid team, 6-4 record, but still a solid team. Really took it to the Tigers last year on the home field. It's the Tigers again with a short yard gain here on defense.
Looks like they got some subs in here of the Tiger defense, so that's good for them to get this experience early on.
So Cooper Bustos running out there.
1 yard gain brings up second down and 9 for Shenandoah. Ball on the 21-yard line.
We'll see if the offense does the same when they come out. We mentioned that Ethan Rivich, also backup QB for Bluffton. Davin Dreyer, the backup running back, hasn't been out on the field yet. Freshman. Middle school ranks has had some good records over the last few years, and Dreyer has put up a lot of good numbers just in the results that I get. Scott Rivich sends me those, so I appreciate him very much. He's the special teams coordinator here at Bluffton. He sends me those stats so I can put them in the paper for one, but also kind of see what's coming up for the Tigers. So a name like that is familiar, though I haven't watched him play. But 6'1", 165. Coach Kunkel, I asked him about him during the football media day, said we got to find a way to get him on the field this year. But it is week one. Not everybody can be Ethan Rivich and be a hero in their freshman year first game. A lot of Tigers out there right now, as Brandon Lockwood mentioned, Dreyer among them.
Cowley, the ball carrier for the Raiders, earns a first down.
I see Riker Best out there, freshman, had him last couple years coaching, and great kid, great family.
Bear Sprunger as well. Him and Riker were ball boys for the Tigers for a while. Oh, geez. A couple geese are flying over. Our Bluffton press box is saying there's our flyover. We did have a helicopter last year.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Really cool. We'll try to get as many names in as possible here. Jabraylon Hammer, a sophomore, 6'3", 175. Linebacker out there for Bluffton.
Looks like 86, Corey Stout's out
Corey
there.
Stout, yep, he's out there as well. He's going to get some time, some reps with the big club now that Jacob Kephart potentially could be out for the year. So this is good experience for him as well, a sophomore. Kunkel not afraid to play some of the young guys, too, freshman, sophomore, or otherwise. Nice tackle inside by Stout as he makes a big play here defensively to force a third down. Trey Simpson out there as well for Bluffton. Reese Himes, sophomore D lineman out there as well. Shenandoah tries to get a first down here, 3rd down and 1. We'll give it to the cash cow here for the first down. Alexander Green, a sophomore D lineman out there for Bluffton. So yes, we definitely have the, I would say maybe the JV / defensive 2 group out there for Bluffton. Cooper Jenkins has gotten some starting time here. He's out there as well. So Bluffton, a lot of new faces out there, some freshmen, some sophomores. Getting some varsity time here as Cash Cowley is certainly a varsity football player. They're going to have fun tackling that man. And it is great experience, as you were saying, Brandon. I mean, to face a senior like that, I mean, you're going up against seniors and juniors here in varsity football action.
Yeah, he's 17, 18 years old, and you get someone like Riker Bess, he's probably 14 years old. There's a big difference in that, just physically,
especially on the football field.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's like the biggest jump is from that 8th grade all the way up to that freshman. I think that's like the biggest jump of what you normal people see here. I mean, then you got the college level, but I mean, it's a jump. It goes up to you a lot faster, and your eyes are wide open. It's like, I better do something, or I'm gonna get ran over. So it's. I remember that, and it was like, oh man, this is way quicker.
Right.
Yeah, your reaction time has to be quicker. You got to be more physically. It's more physically demanding. I remember I'd come off freshman year and. Man, I got home and I was sore. Like my whole body was totally sore, and it's like, man.
It's a real deal. What about college? When you first stepped on the college campus too?
Yeah, even faster. You see dudes. I mean, you see them at track when I was a sophomore. I'm talking about a Michigan man running the 4x1 at the state finals, and right next to me is Chris Evans, committed to friggin' Michigan.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that dude, and I was $165, and I think he was maybe 230. All solid muscle and whooped me. So, but you get to that college and it's even faster. And it's, your reaction time and everybody's fast.
Yep.
Even the linemen.
Even some of your linemen.
Yeah. So I mean, they're all freaks. That's NAIA to Division I, JUCO. I mean, everyone's a freak.
Yep. NAIA, of course, got to give the love to the NAIA ballers out there. We're 2 NAIA ballers here, so. Of course, got to give the love. Masters takes the ball. He grabs the first down. And this is good for Shenandoah, too. They've had some offensive momentum tonight. Just hasn't been able to put it in the end zone. But they're going to have some positive ball carriers today. Masters had a tough day, but it's not his fault. The Bluffton defensive line and linebacking core has been harassing him all day. So a little bit tough for him. And I also heard that didn't even get a scrimmage in last week. Bluffton got a scrimmage on this very field against a good Garrett team that they might see in the sectional this year. So Tigers definitely have the experience chart checked off against Shenandoah here, but getting some of that maybe scrimmage action that they were hoping for that they didn't get last week with this Bluffton kind of JV squad. Clock rolls, approaching the 5-minute mark here. We'll see if the Raiders can get the ball in the end zone.
Ball at the 26-yard line.
We might not see the Bluffton offense. Second and 4 carry. Tigers in there on the tackle force, a 3rd down and 3.
For the Raiders, number 7, Miles Shook. Gains a couple yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Eastside leads by 10 late here against South Adams. And the 2-win Norwell Knights from a year ago has taken a 27-14 lead over Shenandoah, who ranks 9th in the preseason IFCA poll in 3A. And Tiger fans might have an eye on some of those Norwell games a little bit more this season. Nice carry from Shenandoah. That's Boston Watson, a freshman. As Bluffton enters the 3A sphere with a bunch of new teams. It's a really cool sectional. You know, sometimes in the sectional you get teams that you may have never even heard of before if they weren't in the sectional, but there's a mixture of some ACAC, some NE8 teams in there. You throw in Garrett. It's a new look for that sectional with AC and Bluffton, but it should be really fun at the end of the year. Not a ton of travel time for those teams. A lot of familiarity. Boston again. Nice carry, trying to get into the end zone here before the end of the game, under the 3-minute mark now.
Brought down by number 34, Braylon Hammer. He carries the ball down to the 2-yard line. 2nd down and 2.
Two yards to go. Carry near the end zone and pushing through. We have a touchdown signal call as Caden Gray stretches in for 6. Touchdown for Shenandoah.
Ball carried in for the Raiders by number 8, Caden Gray.
Minute 30 left here as Shenandoah looks to make an extra point here. Just a straight up kick here. No movement to the left side. Snap is not good, and the Tigers will recover. Doesn't matter. We'll have a kickoff coming up here shortly. With 1:15 left on the clock here. Bluffton leads 42-6 over Shenandoah. Adams Central, 8-point lead over Bishop Lures. That's a great game.
Yeah.
Also on Witness Media. Belmont is down 8-6 to Madison Grant, trying to get the first win in quite some time as Blake Blaker takes over in Decatur. Heritage up 21-zip over an NE8 foe of New Haven. Just mentioned the Norwell score. And now we have an update as of 1 minute ago. It's 27-21, Norwell in the lead. And there's 4:40 left to go in the third. So Norwell not out of the woods yet by any stretch. Got to continue in that game. They were up by 2 scores. That would be disappointing last year lost a game with 22 unanswered points by Oak Hill to stun the Knights. That was in week 2.
Got a little confusion up here.
Yep.
What side?
Where are we kicking
what?
off? Oh, yeah, that's right. I assume Kunkel will either run one play with the backups or just take a knee and run this clock out after the kickoff here. And this game will go final.
Get on it. There you go.
Tigers pick it up, nearly breaking free.
43.
Well, Saul Flores, the senior. That would have been kind of fun. Running clock, under a minute now. As Bluffton looks to go 1-0 on the season. They were 9-2 last year. 2 losses to Adams Central, who apparently look really good this year, leading Bishop Lures. That's 2 of the Fort Wayne area's best in the football sphere. Many state championship appearances between the 2 over the last 5 seasons and all time. Rivich will hand off here. Big tackle by Shenandoah. That's Boston Watson again.
Ball carried by the Tigers, number 28, Clive Gerber.
Clive Gerber got the carry on that, and with 10 seconds to go, Tigers will call the dogs off here, and this game will officially go final. The Bluffton Tigers improved to 1-0 with a 42-6 victory over Shenandoah. Rematch from last year's game. And the Tigers will be right and happy, at least for a week. They'll visit Churubusco next week. Northeastern on the docket for Shenandoah. That'll be a big game for them and conference rival. But we still got some more to talk about here with Brandon Lockwood in our post-game coverage, and we'll get to talk to the head coach, Brent Kunkel, here coming up shortly.
Apply online today at smithbrothersfurniture.com or visit us at 356 Monroe Street in Berne.
Back here on Witness Media, we got the head coach of the Bluffton Tigers here, Brent Kunkel. A lot to be happy about. 42-6 win here on opening night. I want to start with the defense. You had to replace a lot of guys, including your leader in Griffin Morgan, a lot of big names as well in the secondary and in the linebacking core. But, man, this defense really showed out tonight.
Absolutely. First off, just credit to Shenandoah and Coach Wilder. Coming back in after 10 years out. He went 80-20 during his first stint there. So I have no doubt that he'll get this thing rolling down there for them. And his kids went through a lot. They're down the Muncie area and some flooding and missing school and stuff like that. So, hopefully that community can kind of get back on its feet a little bit and that team kind of turns around. They got some pretty talented kids. The Crawley kid, Cash, is a heck of a football player. So I know he'll get them turned around and get them rolling in the right direction soon. So, in terms of our defense, again, tremendous job. It was a challenge this week because, they canceled their scrimmage. We didn't trade any film, so you're kind of going in blind. Kind of going in blind on a lot of stuff. We knew they were going to be a flex bone, wing T type of team, but that's a tough offense to prepare for without a whole lot of things to look at. So credit to Coach Kolkman, defensive staff, for what they were able to do to get our guys ready, but obviously all the credit to our players in executing. So I thought we flew to the football really well. I thought we rallied to it. I thought kids played their assignments, and this is an offense we're going to see, next week against Busco and week 4 against Woodland and probably week 6 against Southern Wells and week 7 against Heritage and week 8 against that team from Monroe and then, on into the playoffs. So, we're going to see it a lot. So it was good to come out tonight and execute.
That team in Monroe was up by 8 in our last update against Bishop Luers. Because I know you're probably not on your phone looking at the scores or listening to our broadcast.
I have not checked any scores yet.
I wanted to highlight someone in particular in the secondary. I know you don't have necessarily all the tape yet. There's so many more plays than just 2. But how cool is it to see what Bennett Stoller did with his 2 interceptions tonight?
And Bennett is a gamer, man. Other than A.J. Strevler, Bennett Stoller's probably had the best hands in the program in the last 3 years. So we're really excited about him and really our whole back end of the secondary. I thought did a really good job tonight. Got a lot of pressure up front with our pass rush. I thought kind of obviously helped the DBs out a little bit. But, Bennett to make those 2 picks, the one, it's just unfortunate, that, we had a penalty on that.
Yeah.
That was a really exciting play. And, we're up 28-0 there, and that's really kind of the backbreaker. Obviously, able to come out in the second half and score a couple. But, I thought Bennett played great. I thought our whole secondary played great, and, really the entire defense played great. You had a shutout, other than the fourth quarter there.
How about that offensive line for you? You love to run the ball, but you also love to have time for Axton Best. Not a lot of the deep shot plays today, but when there was, Maddox White was able to pick up some of those plays. But you guys ran the football very effectively today, and it has to start off with the guys up front.
Oh, yeah, and that's who we want to be. Last year we were comfortable being 5 wide because we had – the guys on the outside to do that. And I think we still have some talent, obviously, out there. He starts with Maddox. Parker Barnes is an incredible athlete. You see what Bennett could do defensively. Abram Garrett's a big target out there as well. And, you go empty and you mix Cooper in there. But, it all starts up front. And, we knew coming into this year, you bring back, again, in my opinion, best quarterback in the conference. You bring back the best running back in the conference. You bring back 5 offensive linemen who played every game together last year, pretty much every snap together last year. That's what we want to be our calling card. Cooper Craig gets stronger as the game goes, and you kind of saw that tonight. They did a good job stacking the box against us. He still found a crease and gets 4 or 5 yards. And against good teams, 4 or 5 yards is a good play.
Yes, it is.
So that's the identity who we want to be. That's what we stressed all off season. And those 5 guys. Really put the work in to get themselves to this point to be able to play in a game like this. So happy with where we're at, but, obviously a lot of things to clean up.
And very humbly, according to Zane Betts, you guys brought back the best center in Bluffton history.
History.
That's according to Zane Betts.
History we may need to look at, but he was an all-conference he was an all-conference player last year, and, I would love for him to be that by the end of the year. We'll see where we're at. But, obviously – Zane being our center, being an all-conference kid coming back, obviously needs to take some media training and humility as well.
That's why I wanted to embarrass him. You give me information and I run with it.
Yeah,
Coach, thanks so much.
I
Nice win
appreciate
for you guys
Yep,
tonight.
yep, thank you. Sorry, Locke.
Brandon Lockwood back on the microphone here. We're going to wrap things up. Just want to get your final game thoughts here. A really nice win for the Tigers.
Yeah, nice. Good. You got your two studs. They're making plays all night. 3 touchdowns apiece between Craig and Axton. Both had 3 touchdowns, like I said. And Maddox White with the big catch had a touchdown. So offense excelled, defense excelled, and that's why you get 42-6 at the end of the game. But yeah, and hey, shout out to Shenandoah. They played hard, like Kuckle said. They had some unfortunate situations with all the flooding and stuff going on. And hey, that's tough to do. Come in and play a game. So just encourage them for this upcoming season, and hopefully best of luck to them.
Let's get to our player of the game, and that player of the game, as we talked in the pregame show. Who's going to be in this secondary? You got to replace both your safeties, both of your corners, and Bennett Stoller stepped up big time today. 2 plays with 2 interceptions. Coach Kunkel just said it. He's got some of the best hands in the program.